All right, so 277 of My Hero Academia. Again, crazy chapter. It's just been, My Hero Academia has just been like straight gas lately. It's freaking roller coaster. But we're finally seeing a lot of things happen that we've been waiting to happen and that we've suspected are going to happen. And additionally, you know, Shigaraki's starting to get trashed on, you know. So yeah, let's jump into it. So right off the bat, at the beginning of the chapter, it has Deku and Bakugo jumping in, being like, "Yo, Shigaraki has his quirk sealed off, so we can fight. We can fight. There ain't nothing to be scared of. If you don't have the K, then we can fucking beat the shit out of him." So they jump in there, and Endeavor's like, "Yo, whatever the fuck. You're here now. That's all that matters. We'll talk about why you're here later." Is Shoto here? And they're like, "No." And I could be wrong, but I feel like he breathes like a sigh of relief, because when they say that Shoto's not there, you see him like look out at the battlefield with like all the Nomus and Shigaraki and all the pro heroes and stuff. So and then it shows him, like it shows his face, and I'm not sure if he was sighing, but like I could kind of see if he was like sighing of relief, like like good, like he doesn't fucking need to be here, like. If he's not here, I don't gotta worry about his ass. I can just go all out. I don't gotta worry about him dying. You know what I mean? I don't gotta worry about my son's life being in danger right now. At least that's how I interpreted it. Maybe that's not how it was, but that's kind of what I got from that. So yeah, then they just fucking launch right into it. So yeah, so Deku at the beginning of the chapter and the end of the last chapter had like jumped into Shigaraki and like headbutted him, and then he like flipped around him with Black Whip. That gave me like Spider-Man vibes. He was like doing acrobats over Shigaraki and like attaching Black Whip over him, and then you see Shigaraki like trying to move, and then the Black Whip's like holding him back for a second. I'm like, yo, that's like some shit Spider-Man would do. Oh my. So yeah, and then freaking Bakugo comes up and just blasts him with a couple of like AP shot machine gun or something like that, and then fucking Shigaraki's like, "Yo, that was cute. Those were some nice fireworks, my guy." Which is funny because there was a shit ton of fireworks last night here in the U.S. because of the 4th of July. So I don't know why I'm bringing that up. It was just something that just crossed my mind. So yeah, that was freaking funny. And then Shigaraki's about to come up and deck Bakugo. He was like, "Yo, you're not on my radar." He was like, "Sorry, but you're not on my radar anymore." And he was about to fucking splat Bakugo, and then Endeavor runs in and stops him. Oh my gosh. There was just a lot of a lot of different things happened. And then like the first big thing I guess you could say was it goes to Shigaraki, and you see him thinking about how he wants to get Deku and One For All, and then you see like that voice in his head, right? It was like saying, "Get One For All." And then what was super creepy is that Shigaraki and like the voice in his head say at the same time, and he says it out loud. He's like, it's something like, "I'm coming for you, little brother," or like, "I'm going to get you, little brother," or like something like that. And then Shigaraki and Deku's eyes go wide, like both go wide in surprise. And Shigaraki's like, "Yo, what the fuck? I was not thinking that. Why did I say that?" And then he just fucking smiled. He's like, "Yo, master, bro, your will is too powerful." So he knows what I can't even speak. I'm so excited. He knows what was going on. Like it was All For One's will trying to take over Shigaraki. Now whether that's on purpose and it's literally All For One trying to take over Shigaraki's body, or if it's just like a vestige of All For One's will inside of the quirk, similar to how there were vestiges in One For All. So I don't know which of those it is. But yeah, that was just a fucking super creepy moment where he was like, "Yo, I'm coming for you, little brother," because obviously All For One is the big brother, and he has the quirk All For One, and then the little brother was the first user of One For All. So that's why it was like little brother, in case anybody didn't realize that. So it was a really cool moment, and he's really making it obvious that he's going after Deku. So I'm really excited to see, like, once all this shit is over, like the talk about why he was after Deku, you know what I mean? So I think the secret's gonna be out after this arc, one way or another. And then back to Shigaraki, he actually breaks his bonds with All For One of sorts, because he was like, yo, I really respect you, All For One. I'm very, very thankful for what you did to me. You're my master, right? But I don't want to be you, right? He was like, I've been thinking about why you lost to one man, to All For One, how the symbol of evil lost to the symbol of peace. And I'm not trying to become you. I'm not trying to become that. I'm trying to become better. I'm trying to become greater. I'm trying to be an even bigger monster. And I was just like, yo, fucking Shigaraki. And he breaks his bonds. It literally shows him like breaking his bonds, metaphorically, I guess, with All For One. And now he's not going to be bound by this vestige, or if it literally is All For One trying to take over Shigaraki. He's not bound by that. He's broken free of All For One, and now he's just gonna do his own thing. And it's a big like trend with Shigaraki that you see. He's been breaking free of his past self, his past life. Like, he faced his past with his family. He faced his inadequacies with his earlier attempts with the League of Villains. And you know, he's broken those bonds. Literally when he was in the tank about to wake up, there was literally like that chapter where he was breaking free of his family and everything that ties him, and you know, remember all his family was reaching for him and Nana and shit, and he was like, nah, get that shit out of here, I'm done with you. And that's essentially what he just did to All For One. So if they ever come face to face again, I wonder how it's going to turn out, because I'm sure, like he said it himself, he still really loves and respects All For One. Well, he didn't say love, but I can kind of assume that emotion in a sense, I guess. But he's not going to be just like a blind follower, a blind devotee, you know what I mean? He's becoming his own man, which I really like to see. And it's really, really great. So that was just super fucking cool. And then it also goes to Gran Torino. He also had a little moment where he jumped up in Shigaraki's face and he was like, yo, I'm not gonna let you fucking tarnish Nana's image anymore. And Shigaraki was just like, who? Which is kind of funny because the title of the chapter was Who. So I guess it could be referencing that. It could also be referencing like Shigaraki not being himself and speaking out like due to the vestige or whatever the fuck it was. But I mean, that was just a really cool moment. You see Gran Torino just fucking snap, bro. And he's about to deck the shit out of Shigaraki. So yeah, it was nice to get that little emotional moment with Gran Torino too, because, you know, All For One freaking killed his best friend, like one of the previous successors of One For All, and this is her grandchild, who is now the successor of the killer. You know what I mean? And he's just hurting All For One. He's hurting everybody, trying to become like the biggest fucking villain in the world. He said so himself. Then we also got to see some teamwork. We got to see some teamwork with them blasting Shigaraki. I think. So yeah, so Gran Torino was about to deck him. Shigaraki jumps the hell out of there, but then to go for Deku. But then Bakugo was fucking hiding in the air, and he was like, yo, bitch, you said I'm not on your radar? I'm about to make you on my damn radar. And he lets loose like his giant ass blast, and he just blasts the shit out of Shigaraki right into the ground. And then Endeavor pulls up, smacks the shit out of him. Shigaraki's on the ropes. He's on the ropes right now. Like, he's a monster, but he's getting the beat down. And then it cuts to Gento Makia. So yeah, it's just super cool to see Shigaraki on the ropes, because he's just been a complete animal the past like 5, 6, I don't even know how many chapters at this point. But hold up, it's not gonna last for very long, because Makia is incoming. Like, so as soon as we see Endeavor punch the shit out of Shigaraki, then it cuts over to the other battlefield. And I've been wondering, like, yo, when are they gonna cut back to the other battle? Because it might not be. I was gonna say it might not be as hype, but there's a lot of cool characters there too. So it might not be like the main focus right now, but like there's still a lot of cool shit going on there, and there's a lot of major players there too. So like I was wondering when we were gonna go back there, and then we go back there and we see Makia trying to bust the fuck out, and he's barely being held back by freaking Mount Lady. But she's about to get bodied. She's about to get bodied. You see her freaking barely trying to hold Giganto Makia back. Giganto Makia doesn't even look like he's really trying. He's just like trying to push forward right now. Like shit, no, they're not lasting very long. They're not lasting very long. Mount Lady cannot go blow to blow with fucking Giganto Makia. Maybe she can last like a couple hits, but like nah, she ain't lasting that long. And then, so I don't really think it'll take once Magia busts free. I don't really think it'll take him that long to get to where fucking Shigaraki is, and then he'll disrupt all the heroes, and then fucking Eraser will get distracted, and then Shigaraki's gonna get his quirks back, and then shit's gonna go to fucking hell. So like, Shigaraki's on the ropes right now, but he's not down for the count at all because he's got this whole fucking army incoming like very, very soon. Shit, I'm actually kind of hoping that in the next chapter we do get to, like, it focuses entirely on the other battlefield. Because don't get me wrong, what's happening right now with like Deku, Bakugo, Endeavor, and all them, and Shigaraki is super, super cool. But I feel like we're kind of reaching the climax at where it is right now with what they can do for it right now. Like, there's definitely more they could do. Don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like you don't want to. I don't know. You don't want to drag that out too much when there's like a whole nother like fucking army that you could be bringing into the fold. So I'm kind of excited to get back to all the other characters and see what the fuck's going on with them. Because like I said, there's a lot of major characters over there. You got Dabi, you got freaking the magician guy, Toga. Like I said, Makia. Are there any big name heroes there? I don't really think so, but there's a couple of class 1A, right? So I don't know. It'll just be interesting to see how that, like, because this is like a war arc, but that's like the battlefield that's like the real war, because it's like hundreds of villains versus like, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred heroes. So that's going to be like the interesting. I don't even know where I'm trying to go with this. They're both interesting. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I just want to see more of that battlefield instead of where we're at. Like, focus on both. You know what I mean? Don't just have one hog all the glory. And I feel like we've seen it, like, enough of Shigaraki. Like, I'd be perfectly happy to see more, but I feel like we've seen enough of him just fighting with his quirk sealed off. You know what I mean? Because Shigaraki's on the ropes. He's not going to last much longer, so I don't really know how else they can go with it. Because yes, his power level is pretty high even without all his quirks, but I mean, he's still getting the beat down because he's surrounded by fucking tons of heroes. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about. I mean, this was a freaking really good chapter. I mean, Deku and Bakugo finally join the battle and confront Shigaraki. We also get some revelations and some conclusions with what the fuck was happening with Shigaraki's like mental voice in his head. And also getting some character development for multiple characters, Gran Torino, Shigaraki, even a little bit more for Bakugo, I guess you could say, like a bunch of characters. I don't know, it was just really cool. We also got to see Shigaraki finally, you know, getting the beatdown that he needs right now, because his time will come. His time will come again. His time will come again. As soon as Eraser stops, they're all dead. Like, that's just facts. So, you know, I don't think this Shigaraki beatdown is gonna last much longer, but you know, it is what it is, right? Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it. This is the calm before the storm. You thought the storm already hit? Nah, that was the calm. You're about to get the real storm. So yeah. That's about all I wanted to talk about for this chapter. Super hyped. My hero has been nothing but gas lately. So I'm very hyped. Wow. Probably my most hyped manga to read every week. Second obviously being Time Paradox Ghost Rider. But yeah, this is the manga that I definitely look forward to reading weekly whenever the new chapter comes out. And it has not been disappointing lately. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. Drop a like if you liked anything that I had to say. I don't know. I don't really know what to ask you guys. Just what do you think? What do you think is gonna happen next? What do you think is gonna happen in the next chapter, or maybe a little bit beyond that? Curious to see. what you guys got to say. So yeah, that's about all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one.